Hola, welcome to me painting. Maybe I'm gonna start a painting channel called, a playlist series called Painting with Jodi, but I don't know. So now I'm painting. I took a painting. Let me go turn that music down a bit. It's a little loud. I think that DJ might be a non-binary, because every time I look at the non-binary, I think it's a boy, then I think it's a girl, then I think it's a boy, then I think it's a girl. So I'm going with non-binary. Anyway, this was a painting that was all white in the back, and then I painted all these shapes over it that looked like a manga, and I'm sure I've posted a picture on the community page of that painting called Manga. And then I said, hey, I'm going to fill in the background around the shapes. And then I ended up, I'm going to say, not really liking this phase where it's in. I was like, fuck, I ruined my manga. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep painting on it, just throw more paint on it. Because it's not done there. It looks pretty cool on the camera, and it is pretty cool, but it's not done. So actually quite cool looking, but it's just not done. So anyway, I've got this paint. It's a paint marker, and I'm seeing a lot of painters use these, and I use them on the painting my car when I'm painting the Land of Tranquil Light YouTube channel on my I've painted 4 cars now, and I'm not going to paint the next one, I don't think, but it depends on what car I get. I'm certainly happy to paint it if it's the kind of car that I should paint with my advertisement on it. But I use these they're kind of expensive, but they're they're excellent acrylic paints. You paint your car, and the sun and the desert beating down on it and the rain, it will fade, but it doesn't just like run. If you use cheaper acrylics, it does than that. So I'm just kind of found this paint marker, and can you see it? I'm just painting around what was underneath before I started painting over it. And I really liked what I had before, but I felt like I needed to do something more with it, and I knew I was taking a risk, and I risked it. I'm like, if you don't take a risk, you're never gonna improve. You never, I don't even like the words improve and better and great and good and bad, but I use them and I kind of believe them, even though I also know that they're not very helpful to an artist to say, well, you get better, that's getting into the space of the critic, which is not the space of the artist. And most critics, to my knowledge, are not artists because they're so critical they can't create, and they've blocked themselves. But there are a lot of critical artists out there. I don't know if they're blocked, but I get blocked when I get real critical, so, of myself or other people and their work. So anyway, that said, I'm just trying to, if we don't take a risk in life, then we're only going to have the same life forever. And my life has been so fucked up for so long that I was like, I have to take some risks. And boy, did it hurt too. I mean, it wasn't for no reason I was staying away from that shit. Things like therapy and all this new self-care shit. It's like, oh, it should be easy. They light a candle, take a bath, But for me, it's been a brutal process, and painting saves my life over and over in it. So, and creating does. Like, I've gotten messages from some healthy people that it's not creating that's gonna make your life better, it's doing this program. I'm like, fuck you. I've got my program, and I know that sounds like so antithetical to the program, and it is. And it's this program. It's called take some paint, put it in your hand, you know, put it on a brush, put it in your hand, and start fucking throwing it on a canvas. And you will feel better, and you will heal over time from that. If they want to go write it in a workbook and work with some Joe Blow, who's also in the program, more power to them. And maybe I'll do that someday, but this is my healing process, and they're not going to take that away from me. That's why I've taken summer off from those things and said, I'm going to create, and I'm going to socialize, I'm going to go to events and meet people. And oh man, it's been life-changing for me to do that. Totally life-changing. I've met some awesome people. Right now I've got 2 mentors. One is a entrepreneurship mentor, and these are free mentors. And the other is a mentor for the board that I'm on in theater. So, and it's already improving my life massively, and I just got these mentors. So, mentorship I really believe in. I've had mentors in the past, and I gotta tell you, it makes a huge difference to have that personal attention to tailor your education, whether it's formal or not. In these cases, it's not formal education. To tailor that education to your needs, your specific needs. So I highly recommend getting a mentor, a tutor, some sort of helper when you really have tried it on your own and go, shit, this isn't working. I can't do this on my own. I can paint on my own. I can write on my own. I write in groups, but I can do all those things on my own at this point. But learning business, no, I can't do that on my own. And so the gods said, well, we'll bring you a mentor then. I'm like, thank you, appreciate it. I think I'm ready. So, okay, this is looking very manga-esque still to me. The Japanese wild strokes and shapes, abstracted shapes, and bright colors, and the free strokes on the canvas, the freedom, the expressive strokes. We all want freedom, and this is how I express my freedom. This is how I experience freedom. And I don't really and I don't like it when people try to tell me, no, you got to do it a different way. You got to do it a specific way. I'm like, fuck you. This isn't about doing it a certain way. This is about me expressing my freedom. It's like, if I go out for a walk or a run in the desert, I might be the best runner in Santa Fe, but I'm not going out for a run to be the best runner in Santa Fe. I'm going out for a run to run because I love this feeling of freedom, which, you guys, I really am a runner, but I don't run. That's not from experience. I'm just saying, when we take the fun out of it, it's just not worth doing, is a simple way of putting it. I'm finding this canvas. I'm clawing for the canvas to find my freedom, to experience my freedom, not to be told by yet another person how to do it. Right? We got to find safe places in the world where we can just express ourselves, even when, yes, I'm a professional painter and I want to be at the top of my game, but I'm not going to day-to-day experience it as some fucking race I'm in, competition, because then it's just like, well, I forgot why I even care about this then, you know? I have been doing really well, dudes. I mean, so fucking well. I can't even, you'll never know. You'll never know how well I'm doing. Because even like right now, I might be a little bit on the, lately I've been cranky, I've been angry, kind of sad, kind of irritated, really exhausted. But it's because I'm going through a growing process, and I can't always hide in my chrysalis. I put a partition around my bed so that even while my ex stays with me, then I still have space to myself. And I tell him, you've got to leave. I go. This is my house. You got to leave. Go somewhere else for a while, and come back later. But don't come back for a while. And he's like, okay, I'll have a nice day. I'm out of here. He's doing great. He's of the two of us, he's actually doing better than I am on a day-to-day basis. I'm doing a shit ton of inner work, and he is just fucking cruising through life so well. And I don't even know him. I don't even know this person, but I like him as a friend, as a human being. I like him. He's like, wow, where'd you come from? I'm like, wow, where'd you come from, dude? And he's like, sorry, I've been hiding, and now here I am. I'm like, okay, because that's the only thing that's gonna work for me to be able to be around you, and I appreciate it. And he's doing great, he really is. And I'll be like, probably need to cry more, I probably need to cry a lot more, because I'm going through a fucking, when you're in a chrysalis, you're being squeezed into a new form. That's probably why I need my freedom so much. But I also need my damn chrysalis, man. Move over and get me in there with my shani. My shani. He climbs into the chrysalis with me. We're connected with the eternity symbol, and we heal each other every night. It's fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm still in love with Sean. I'm never gonna stop being in love with him. I know 1 billion men are in love with me, and 1 billion women, I'm sure, and I know, are in love with him. But I'm so glad that I'm in love with him and he's in love with me. It's just fucking amazing. And people are like, have you talked to him in the last 3 years? No, I don't need to. You don't need to talk when you're as close as we are. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put a little, what? A little of this metallic green. I love these metallic paints. My friend gave me a bunch, not this one. I was really wanting these metallic paints, and they're so ridiculously expensive that I was like, well, okay, whatever, I can't have them right now. And then my friend dropped off a bunch of paints, and they're metallic paints. Ooh, cool, this metallic green. Nice. See that yellow dress in the background? It looks like a shirt, but it's actually a long, really flowy, pretty dress. I painted that. Cool. What I do when I paint is I just let my body paint instead of my mind. My mind will get involved in it and take the fun out of it. But when I just like go, okay, body, you just do the painting, and I'm just gonna like not even pay attention, then my body goes, yippee, I'm gonna do this thing. Okay, so I'm using all my green up, so I gotta get it fine enough to put it all over the canvas to bring balance and continuity. That's where the brain came in. I said, hey, you can't just do the top half. Well, I can technically, but I really don't want to. I want it to be all over the like a little bit all over the canvas instead of just like in one corner right now, or just top half. Okay, I emptied that. That's trash. Here's my trash can. And then here's this. I use it. It's all like, it's vinyl, so if I can, I'm gonna pull that off there and stick it to the canvas. It's like, these are vinyl paints. These aren't the ones my friend gave me, but they're similar. And so I'm sticking it to the canvas because it brings so much texture to it. So even older paints that might be on the verge or past the verge of being thrown away, I use, because for one thing, I used to have to because it's all I had. And for another thing, it's cool. Look at it. I said I can only paint till 1:15. I have a meeting. You can probably see the manga shapes back there. And there's the me shape. Yes, and my long, gorgeous hair. I'm about to rinse it. I'm not gonna wash it. And I'm gonna grow it way longer too. So, yep, I love my hair.